All right, welcome everybody. Happy Saturday. Thanks so much for tuning in. For everybody that's here, for all the different states and areas and even countries represented on here. We've got people Canada, and it's been an exciting week. This was our biggest week in company history as far as new sales go. So incredible job. Congratulations to everyone. 2025 has started off absolutely on fire for us. You know, the two and free promotion obviously is driving a lot of business. We're going to talk about that today. But we have so many people ranking up. We've got multiple people that have ranked up inside of the 100K mentorship group. And I would just encourage you, if you have not watched those videos and you've not gotten on the mentorship series, I've never done this before, and we are getting incredible results. Pretty much everybody has ranked up. Some people have ranked up multiple times inside of the mentorship group. And so if you feel like you're missing something from your business, if you feel like you're needing accountability and mentorship, because that's the one thing I'll tell you is that the people that have been in the group consistently every day and that have, completed their assignments and their tasks, I'm holding them accountable. And people are having growth that they've never had before in their business. Some have never had this level of success before. And so if you have not already watched the previous videos, they're all on my YouTube channel. So if you just go to youtube.com/Wes Melcher, you can see all the videos from day one. We're up to almost day 30 now. And so things have gone great inside of that group. Like I said, multiple people with multiple rank advancements. And, obviously, like I said, the two and free has been crazy fire for us. I'm going to talk about that today in the new compensation plan training that I'm going to go through. I actually just recorded this training. And so this will be out this week, along with several other announcements and new documents. We've been working on a new FAQ page. And so all of that stuff you will see this week. And then we have a major announcement tomorrow night on the corporate call. So that's at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central Time tomorrow, brightlifenews.com. And then the Zooms, congrats to everybody that has been plugging into the Zooms on Sunday and Monday on Monday last week, because we didn't do Sunday. We had over 100 people on the Zoom on Monday night since we didn't do the Sunday night for Super Bowl. So the Sunday and Monday Zooms have been incredible. And what a great way to start your week in your business, utilizing those live Zooms. We have a brand new presentation. We've been working on new presentations. We have a new presentation video. So I'm going to put that out tomorrow night. You're going to see that brand new video that Tiffany and Denson and several of the leaders worked on and contributed on. And so you're going to see that. That's going to be going live on the website this week as well, on the sign up page. So we've got tons of stuff happening right now. And of course, if you have not already registered for Las Vegas, I know a lot of you have, but that needs to be in all of your conversations with your teams. Getting the tickets to the Atomic Golf Party, getting the pool party tickets, of course, getting the conference ticket for the weekend in Vegas, Memorial Day. And if you have not already booked your rooms, I mean, the rates that we're getting through the app are ridiculous. I've talked to a lot of people. I've been recruiting personally very actively over the last couple of weeks, and I've been using Vegas Memorial Day weekend to recruit. I've actually got several people that are going to be coming to Vegas Memorial Day weekend that have not seen Bright Life, that are not a part of Bright Life. But I'm booking rooms, I'm getting them there, and I'm going to get them around our culture and the energy. And I'm using the 80% off rates that we're getting and the parties that we're throwing. And I'm just inviting them to a party weekend in Vegas, Memorial Day weekend, which is one of the most expensive weekends of the year in Vegas normally, and also the busiest of the summer. So this is an incredible opportunity for you to grow your business, build your team, recruit, share what we're doing with Bright Life, because once you're in Vegas this summer, it's going to be too late. You're not going to be able to use that event to recruit anymore. And so I highly suggest doing that. Remember, the video promotion is on the YouTube channel, is on the Bright Life YouTube channel under the shorts section. If you're doing live events, if you're doing lunch meetings, if you're doing home meetings, if you're doing launch events, which you should be doing all of those things, make sure you're showing that Vegas video at the beginning and the end, or at the end at a bare minimum. In all of your events, it's a 30-second little commercial about the Vegas event. It's on the YouTube channel under shorts, because there's shorts and videos. I showed you that a couple weeks ago. So make sure you're doing that. So without further ado, I'm going to share my screen with you. We're going to go through this new comp plan training. And so this is the new compensation plan with the new rank, with obviously the to and free explanation and the qualifier on that. So we're going to go through this today. I'm going to clarify a few things in terms of qualifications for the to and free. Obviously, you know, when we talk about the to and free inside of the presentation, we explain to everybody that this part is optional. But one of the things that's really exciting about the to and free and the referral program that we've created is that the system can do the work for them. And remember, eventually the goal is if they take advantage of all of this, if they become an influencer, they're going to be able to one day pay for everything in the app with travel dollars. Remember, that's the direction that we're going. So right now, travel dollars, obviously, through the any Bright Life trips or Bright Life events, you can use travel dollars real time. And then you're on a reimbursement program, which I'm going to explain in just a second, for those of you that want to use the travel dollars to book travel through the app. But one of the things that I talk about when I go through this is that they can use the system. And that's what we're charging the $19 a month for. I mean, our contact management system that's inside of the app is incredible. And for those of you that have not used it, when you go to contacts inside of the app, you will see the screen that's there in the middle. And so when you click on contacts, you can make a new contact. And then eventually, once all of the features are turned on inside of this interface, you'll be able to track that person's progress on the invite. So you'll be able to see if they've watched the video, if they've completed the video, if they've signed up, and you'll be able to monitor all of that through this interface. Right now, what you have is the ability to invite them directly to sign up, which has the video that we're going to release this week. And so you're going to see the brand new 10-minute video that is going to be on the sign up page. If they're already ready to sign up, they've already seen a presentation, they've already seen a Zoom, then you can send them your own personal link to the direct sign up. Okay, so sign up takes them to the page that has the video. Direct sign up takes them directly to the shopping cart where they choose if they're doing an influencer or member or both. And so those are the two buttons that are on the contact manager inside of the app. Now, what you need to understand about the Free Life qualification program, okay, and this is important to talk about to your new members so that they understand, okay? You now see the new interface that's on the right under the bucket list trip, and you will see on there if you are qualified for Free Life, okay? It will show you your billing date. It will show you all of your personal referrals that are your directs will show up inside of the interface. And you will see their billing date, and you will see if they are active or not, okay? So if they are active, you will see them in green, okay? And so you will see them there, and that will let you know if they are active on their billing status. One of the things that the tech team did was they made it really easy for you. You can chat, email, or call, assuming all of their information in our system is correct. You can literally contact them right from your app interface. And so this means that you can monitor your progress to Free Life. So you can see who you've personally referred and if they're current and active, if they've paid their subscription. So that will let you know that as long as you have two before your billing date comes here, okay, so as the billing date arrives, your card is going to be charged unless you have two active members that you've personally referred that are active and have paid their billing. If they're in grace, if they're inactive, if their card was declined, any of those things, their card was expired, you will not qualify for free billing if you only have two and one of them is in grace or one of them is canceled or one of them is inactive or any of that kind of stuff. You'll see it on your interface. You will be charged. So that's really important to monitor and teach your people how to monitor that. We made it as easy as possible so that people can qualify for Free Life. And then the other thing is that people are blown away when they find out that they can get all of the benefits for free, including the bucket list trip. So that bucket list countdown obviously will continue to tick down until it gets down to 0. and you will qualify for your next bucket list trip, even as a Free Life qualified member. This has been, to me, one of the biggest reasons why sales have exploded over the last couple of weeks. There's been a lot of things that have happened. We've had a lot of leaders step up in, Denson's team, and several other places around the country, people that are part of the mentorship challenge. And so we've got a lot of exciting things happening, especially in the southern United States, from Atlanta to Memphis and Mississippi, and now growing into Kentucky and some of the other areas in the South that are in close proximity to Memphis. This team in Memphis now has people all over the country, California, even in Canada. And so all of this is happening at the same time we're launching this Free Life initiative to try to get everybody to free billing. And that's where this compensation plan really starts to get exciting, is when people understand the power of two who get two. Now, one of the things that everybody needs to understand is that compensation is only derived from signing up members. Okay, so anytime we talk about compensation plan, we are not paid for recruiting. Okay, we're paid for membership sales. And so if somebody does not buy the membership, you do not get paid. They don't count towards your active total. They don't count towards your two and free. If they do influencer, there is no impact on two and free, okay? You need to have two members signed up that you directly enrolled that have the membership in order to qualify for Free Life. This is an important distinction because some people don't understand. It's like, well, if they're an influencer, does that matter? No. It does not matter any longer if somebody is an influencer or if they're a member. They can still qualify for Free Life. And they do not have to put one on the left or one on the right. That is a compensation plan requirement. And remember, we can have members who refer other members to get Free Life. They do not have to be an influencer. So there is no one left, one right requirement. But what is important is that everybody understands that we are getting paid for membership sales, okay? You can think about it kind of like somebody selling a country club membership. Whoever's in the membership department of country clubs, when they sell a membership, they earn a commission or they have a quota that they have to enroll a certain amount of members. And so very similar to what we do here. I mean, you could think about it like a Costco membership. Obviously a Costco member signs up, has to pay their membership in order to be able to shop at Costco, same kind of thing. And so the influencer has nothing to do with two and free, okay? The influencer is only there to participate in the compensation plan. So if somebody wants to get Free Life, they do not have to do the influencer program. So you need to make sure you understand this clearly, that they understand this clearly, and that in order to participate in the compensation model, which is travel dollars, which is also residual income, and then eventually some other features that we're going to be rolling out for our influencers as well in terms of technology and our contact management system. All of that comes from the $19 a month that you pay as an influencer. Now let's talk about the compensation plan and let's talk about the ways you can earn money as an influencer. Remember, our goal is to get all of our influencers to a point eventually where you can pay for everything inside of the Bright Life ecosystem with travel dollars. This is going to come in stages, okay? In fact, we're getting very close. It will probably come online in Vegas, I would assume, to be able to use real-time travel dollars whenever you're booking travel. Right now, it's a reimbursement program if you're booking through a third party on our platform. So I'll explain that in just a minute. But remember, that is the goal of where we're trying to get everybody to where travel dollars can pay for everything inside of the Bright Life ecosystem. That's where we're going. And so travel dollars become a very important part of what we're doing. And every person that you directly refer to Bright Life will pay you $100 in free travel. That will get deposited into your account when your commissions for that pay period finalize. So it will be spendable at that point. We are also working on, and you've heard me talk about this, the ability to use travel dollars real time as soon as you're earning them. That is also something that we're working on. So there are a lot of really cool features that are going to be centered around travel dollars because that is our currency and that is our goal to get to a point where eventually you'll be able to use travel dollars for everything in the ecosystem. Now, residual income is based on your qualification with your left team members and your right team members. And we'll get to that in just a minute. But as you all know, we did away with the Lifer 200 level. Now the first level is Lifer 300. And so it starts at Lifer 300 and goes up to 500,000 per month. We'll talk about those ranks in just a moment. And I also mentioned our technology, what we have right now, and then also what we're building. This is very important. And last week we did a very unique training, and it was one of the best trainings I think we've ever done. I got a lot of feedback from it. So if you did not watch last week's training with Wes, you definitely need to go back and watch it. He is one of the top TikTok brand partner agencies on the planet. He's actually in LA with TikTok right now today. And so this was great information. The reason this is important is because you all need to be building your travel content right now. You need to be filming travel videos. You need to be taking travel photos. You need to be taking pictures with the sign. You need to be posting about travel. You need to be looking at travel. You need to be sharing your bucket list, things about travel. You need to turn into a travel expert. And the reason this is important is because as our technology grows, our technology is going to allow you to make money on your travel content. You are going to be able to share content across our platform that other members and other influencers are going to be able to use. This is important because other members who are not influencers are still going to be able to use your video content and the things that you're creating, the following that you're attracting, whoever your audience is on TikTok and on social media. And so this becomes a massive land grab, because if you wait to create content until our video technology comes out later this year, you're going to be behind. You're going to get lapped, because there are people right now that took all of the notes from Wes's training last week and they're already starting to implement it. In fact, I've heard from multiple people this week that they used things that they learned last Saturday, and they are starting to build content. They are starting to follow travel influencers. They are starting to put out more travel information. And so this is all important as we grow, because if you wait until our video technology comes out later this year, you're going to be behind all of these other people that are building travel content, that are building their following, that are following the instructions and tips and suggestions that you've gotten in the past from Tiffany and other members of our team, and also, of course, Wes last week with TikTok. And so this is a massive land grab. It's kind of like back in the old days when they had the Oklahoma land rush, and people literally lined up on their horses, and it was a race to get to and put out your stake and stake your claim for your family and acquire land. This is that exact same thing. If you are building a team right now and you are helping us go into countries, there will be stories a year from now. Remember when we signed up that first person in Canada? Remember when we signed up that first person in California? Remember when we signed up that first person in the Caribbean? Remember when we signed up that first person in Europe? You're going to be hearing these stories, because not only is it a land grab with your technology, with the videos and the content and the photos, but it's also a land grab with your team. You need to be the first one to share Bright Life with your friends and family. As we grow, this is what's going to start to happen. Because after about year 4 or 5 with World Ventures, maybe 6, I started talking to people about World Ventures. They're like, oh, I've already seen that. Oh, yeah, I've heard of that. Oh, yeah, I've seen that. Oh, yeah, I've heard of that. Oh, I've seen those signs. Oh, yeah. Now, I mean, I left in 2018, so 7 years ago. I'm still talking to people. I had a call with somebody yesterday that was, oh, yeah, I heard all about World Ventures. Yeah, I saw those signs everywhere. And I don't know if you guys saw it. There was actually a viral video on TikTok just the other day talking about the blue signs from World Ventures. And that video had like 400,000 views, and it had like 85,000 comments and likes. I mean, it was crazy. And so we're going to get to that point with Bright Life to where everybody's heard about it. Everybody's talking about it. Everybody's seeing it. They're seeing the signs. They've seen the app. They've seen the savings. They're playing golf with us. All these things. They've been to a concert and seen our logo. I mean, think about the people that saw our logo at the Country Bay Music Festival. If they're in Miami and they were at Country Bay, they were showing our commercial the entire time of that music festival. Our logos were everywhere, all over the stage, all over the banners, all over the signs, the branding, the website. I mean, this is going to go viral eventually. And so this is a land grab, not just for content, but also for your team, because there's going to be a day when you wake up and everybody's going to have already heard of Bright Life. And so are you going to be the one that tells them, or is somebody else going to tell your friends and family? And so you need to create urgency inside of your teams and organizations and even for yourself. Then the other thing is our B2B program. Now, we have some very exciting things happening with the B2B program, but this is an opportunity that I don't think many of you understand or have taken advantage of. This is another incredible opportunity if you're an influencer to build your team and hit rank. And here's what's crazy. You don't have to sell anything. You do not have to go through the sales cycle. You do not have to go through the sales process. If you know a business owner, if you know the CEO, if you know the president, if you know somebody that's in HR, if you know somebody that does benefits, or if you know somebody who sells B2B, number one, you can use our B2B program as a way to recruit somebody who sells benefits or B2B products to customers. Okay, great way to recruit. But if you just go to brightlifebenefits.com, you can literally submit any company or business that you know that you have a contact or a relationship with. Our team will work the sale, and you will literally get half of everything we bring in. And there are going to be opportunities for you to get paid on travel bookings that they book through their site eventually as well. So this is something that we're building in version 2.0 of our travel tech. And so they're going to have an admin platform where they're going to be able to book travel, and we're going to charge an extra commission or fee on some of that, and you can make money from that. So this is a massive financial opportunity. And I think there's a lot of people that know business owners. Your uncle owns a company, your friend owns a business, your neighbor owns a company, you know, it's the company you work for, the company you used to work for. I mean, it doesn't matter. If you have a connection, if you have a relationship at that company, you can submit them on brightlifebenefits.com. There's a lead submission form there, and our team will work it, and you will make half of everything we make. That's crazy. You don't even have to do anything. So I would encourage all of you this weekend, as you're talking to your new people, don't say, do you know? Say, who do you know that owns a company? Who do you know that books travel for a company? Who do you know that does benefits for a company? Who do you know that's in HR? It could be any of these people, and that could create an additional stream of revenue. We're going, and probably in the next 30 to 60 days, we're going to have somebody, it might even be one of the first people to hit Life for 7,500, and they're going to do it on one account. They're going to sign up one account, one company, boom, done, Life for 7,500, $100,000 a year in residual income, and they literally didn't even do anything. They just made an introduction. That's going to happen. It's already starting to happen. And so I encourage you to use all aspects of your income opportunity as an influencer, including the B2B channel. Now, let's go through the compensation plan and how you get paid, and make sure everybody understands how these things are being handled. Now, of course, as you all know, there's only two ways to get paid. As an influencer, you can get paid through travel dollars, okay? And you can use any travel dollars that you have in your account for any Bright Life custom trip or any of our event tickets. So that means that right now, if you have $200 in travel dollars, you can log into your account, you can go on, and you can buy a ticket to the conference, and you can buy a ticket to the pool party or the golf party, okay, with that $200. And it will come directly out of your travel dollars. You don't have to pay anything with your card or anything with your bank account. You literally just go on and you can book your tickets to Vegas with travel dollars. Now, the Pay Quicker residual, okay, is the same way we do the reimbursement for the Travel Dollars program. So if you want to book a hotel or you want to book a condo through the booking app, anything that's done through our booking app, you can choose to pay with travel dollars, and you will get reimbursed through Pay Quicker. So the following Friday, and as long as you book it before Wednesday, you will get paid your reimbursement for your travel dollars that same Friday. So this is important, because when you see the travel dollars in your account, and you go, and let's say you search for a hotel for 3 nights, and you've got 300 travel dollars. You're going to check a box on there and say, use travel dollars. You're going to put in the amount. Okay, so I want to use all 300. You'll put the 300 in there. Then when you check out, you're going to pay with your card. But on that following Friday, you're going to get paid by Pay Quicker, a reimbursement from Bright Life for that $300 that you used on your booking. So it's literally immediate. So that same following Friday, as long as it's done by Wednesday, it will be that Friday. If it's done on Wednesday or Thursday, it will most likely be the following Friday, because we have to send those payments out to pay quicker on Thursday morning for them to arrive in y'all's accounts on Friday, how you always get paid. So we actually initiate that on Wednesdays. So most of you, if you book on Wednesday or Thursday, you'll get reimbursed the following Friday. If you book before Wednesday, it'll be the same Friday. And the Pay Quicker email comes out to you when you get your first deposit. So there is a detailed explanation of this in the back office. If you click on news, it says how to get paid. Just so you know, the pay ends on Friday. Okay, so like last night was our biggest sales week ever. Tons of people earned commissions. And so that cutoff was last night at midnight Central Time. So we cut off at midnight Central Time. And then this week, they do checks for refunds, chargebacks, any fraudulent charges, any kind of weird accounting thing, and they close it out on Friday. So literally, we have a 1-week audit period where we go and check everything, make sure that everything lines up, make sure, because we have triple redundant servers. So we track everything that happens, all keystrokes, all logins, all sales, anything that happens in the back office is all triple checked, and it's all done in triplicate. So meaning we have multiple servers in different locations. So it tracks everything. So nothing is ever lost. So we go through a 1-week reconciliation, and that finalizes your compensation. So then you'll see a preview up until that 1 week, and then it'll say finalized, and it gets deposited the following week. So there's a 1-week in between lag from you closing out on Friday last night and then getting paid 2 weeks from yesterday, because that's a 1-week lag because you're paid the following week, okay? And so you will not get the Pay Quicker notification until you get your first deposit. So it will come on a Friday. It will be 2 weeks from when you earned it, and you'll get an alert to the email that you put on your back office. So that's very important. You make sure that, we've had some people that have signed their friends up and their family up, and they've signed up with their card and they put their information in. Make sure you don't do that. It's a bad habit to get in. You want to make sure that all their information is correct on there so that they're getting that Pay Quicker alert on time, okay? Now, as far as billing goes, everybody has now seen the Free Life interface. You understand that billing is done every 28 days, and then the residuals are paid either in 1 quarter or 1/5 installments, okay? So you'll be paid either a 5th if it's a 5 Friday month. You'll be paid a quarter if it's a 4 Friday month. So if in the month that you're actually ending the pay period in, okay? So in other words, for last night, it was February, okay? So if it ends on that February and there's 4 Fridays in the month, you will get paid when that comes 2 weeks from now, you will get paid 1 quarter of whatever your residual was that you qualified for last night. So this is very important to understand so that people know why they're getting what amounts, because the amounts will vary based on if there's 4 Fridays in the calendar month where the pay ended, or if there's 5 Fridays, and that is based on when the pay ended. So last night was a February closeout, and that will count for the month of February, okay? Then let's talk about the requirements for the compensation. And this is the crazy thing, and one of the things that people have really been focusing on where their teams are growing fast. And that is that it only takes 1 left, 1 right to qualify fully for all of our compensation. So that means that if you're focusing on the free life, the 2 and free, you should be teaching people to put 1 on the left and 1 on the right. Of course, if they're a member only, that doesn't matter. But if you're teaching people as an influencer, they should put 1 left, 1 right. Now they're fully qualified for residual, and they also are now qualified for free life. And now the holding tank, I'm going to show you in just a moment. And I want to talk to you about how to use the holding tank to build sales, okay? That's the whole reason that we created the holding tank, was so you could use it to generate more revenue, generate more sales, and use the fire and the energy and the excitement of teams that are moving and growing quickly in order to create more sales. I'm going to go through that with you in just a moment. Before I go off of this slide, I want to talk to you about Influencer 15,000, because that is a very important achievement inside of Bright Life. At Influencer 15,000, you are going to receive a Rolex watch. You also, every year from that point forward, as long as you're qualified at Influencer 15,000, you will get a trip for 2 that is all expenses paid. It will be a group trip for all of the Influencer 15,000s and above. I promise you, the way I do things, this will be the best trip you've probably ever been on in your entire life. and it will be all expenses paid for you and a guest. And so influencer 15,000, that really, to me, that is like a serious career type milestone, and we will have somebody hitting that this year, if not multiple people. So there are a couple people, their teams are moving, and if we just stay on the same growth trajectory, they could even be there right after Vegas. I mean, that's how fast things are starting to grow now, how fast the teams are starting to grow. And so that 15,000, you don't just get the Rolex, you also get that trip every single year that you stay qualified, in addition to 15,000 a month in residual. So let's talk about the holding tank and how to use this properly. When you put in sales and you log in to the back office, this is only available on the web, by the way. Okay, so when we finish all of our technology builds this year, you will have the ability to place and see the tree inside of the app. But currently, this feature is only available on the web. So you do know that when you go to brightlife.com, there are two places that you can log in. We have two different pieces of technology. We have our back office technology where it says back office login. And then we also have our Bright Life membership, okay? And that is our travel technology. That is our entertainment, sports, music, all of our benefits, okay? So there are two different pieces of technology. And that means there are two different logins. And here's something else that's important for you to know and that you need to teach your people. This is also two different payment profiles. Now, when version 2.0 goes live later this year, we are building one integrated payment profile. So you'll have only one place where your payment methods will be stored. You can use them for booking travel. You can use it for your membership. You can use them across each other. You don't have to go update it in two different places. But right now, the only place to update your payment for your subscription, for your membership, is through the back office, okay? So everybody has back office access, even just members. So if somebody's a member only, they don't have all of the tree and the team viewer, but they do manage their subscription through the back office. That's very important to understand. It's a question that's come up. Tiffany, I wanna make sure that if that question is not in there, I remember we talked about it, but if it's not in there, please put that in the FAQs, because the subscription is completely managed inside of the back office, regardless of whether somebody is a member or a influencer. You've got to manage your subscription inside of the back office. So there is a button that we also added to make it easier on the okay, thanks, Tiff. There is a button that we added on the bottom of brightlife.com. If you click on Manage Membership, then that way it's easy. It takes them straight to the subscription page. So once they log in, the page that opens, if they click that link, is directly to the membership page. That's where you can, we get a lot of people who email in and it's like, oh, my card was declined, or I changed my card, or I have a new bank card, and they send an email or they do a support request. You don't need to do any of that. Literally, if you just click on Manage Membership and log in at the bottom of the Bright Life website, it will take you straight to your subscriptions page. You can change your payment method there. And if your card was declined or expired or invalid or whatever, you can literally click reprocess, reactivate right there. And it also shows your status. So you can reactivate, you can rejoin. And this is also one of our big announcements that we're announcing. We are running a reactivation campaign right now. So the entire system is completely unlocked right now, and it's going to stay unlocked until next Friday. We're going to announce this tomorrow night. Okay, so if somebody joined back in April, May, June, July, August, September, October, whatever, and they can actually rejoin right now and get their initial spot back, and there may be a ton of new people that have been signed up after them, they will get credit for all of those people that joined after them. So they will not get their original bucket list countdown date, but they will get to keep their initial spot. So we're going to do this very special rejoin, reactivate where you initially signed up as a one-time thing as part of this 2 and free life promotion, because obviously it was not available to everybody. And so some people fell off, you know, their card was declined, expired, whatever, finances. They can rejoin between now and Friday night at midnight, and they don't pay any additional fees. All they do is just rejoin for the $179. They can literally click, pay the $179 and have their spot active. They can add their influencer spot back if they want to do the business. And so this is going to be a 1 week special announcement that we're going to announce tomorrow night to allow people to come back in and capitalize on free life, plus all of the other new benefits. Plus, you're going to hear about another benefit tomorrow. So a lot of exciting things happening. And so just understand that when you're managing your membership, it's all done through the back office, even as a member only. Okay, very important. And like I said, we made that quick link at the bottom of brightlife.com. And if anybody ever gets their payment declined, or if they go to Grace, or like if you're helping and you're looking at free life and you see somebody is inactive that you personally referred that you need to be active so you can get free life, that's why we put text, call, chat, or text, call, email, text, chat, email on that interface on the app. So you can call them, and all you have to do is say log in at brightlife.com, click on manage membership. You can update your payment information there. You can click reactivate. You can go in and change your payment method. All of that is done through the back office. Okay. Now, if you're changing your payment method for booking travel, that's done at the regular interface through the app. Okay. So that's through the app or through the web on the brightlife.com member portal. Okay, so that's when you log in at the top, it says log in, and then you can just do your login, or you can see when you click login, we also added a button where you can log into the back office. But if you're updating your card for paying for travel, booking travel, or booking tickets, event tickets, Vegas tickets, any of that stuff, it's all done through the app. It's all done through the web, through the regular Bright Life member portal once you log in. Okay. Any questions on that in terms of where all of that is available? Does that all make sense to everybody? Okay, let's talk about this holding tank. So this is the one thing that you have to do inside of the back office. You do see an overview. You also see all of your members now, your personals for free life, but the holding tank is only available in the back office. Now, the right way to use the holding tank is to get a lot of momentum going inside of your team and organization. And as you have multiple sales come in, if you start somebody off and they get 2 or 3 or 4 sales very quickly, you can take their holding tank and you could even screenshot it. Okay, so you could screenshot it just like this right here. And you can use that as a way to get people off the fence, to get people to join, to get people to lock in their place. You can say, look, I've got 4 people that I'm ready to put in. I talked to you about this last week. You were still sitting on the fence. There's no reason that you should wait. You could have all 4 of these people on your team when you wake up tomorrow. I've got to place them all within the next 48 hours. All of these sales have to be placed within 72 hours. After 72 hours, they will default to your minor volume leg. Okay, so use them while they're in the holding tank to get people signed up, to get people excited, to get people off the fence. That's the reason we created the holding tank. Okay, and so it's a great way to grow your business. And like I said, these markets where we're having a lot of success, they are using it. I'm hearing it on every phone call. Hey, I'm about to put in 2 or 3 more people tonight. If you go in right now, if you sign up right now, I'll put all these 2 or 3 people under you. You'll wake up, and it's not just them. I'm about to show you on the comp plan. It's not just them. It's anything they ever do. If people understand that, nobody is going to stay on the fence. Okay. Let's talk about timing and placement. This is what's so important in a binary. Okay. This does not matter like this in any other compensation plan like it matters in a binary, because it's only a 2-team system. So this is what we talk about in the presentation. You and your friend have a team in common. The company only has 2 teams. Okay, so from the very top of the company, there's only 2 teams, only a left and right. And so I talk about this when I do the presentation, left and right. So that means that as your friend, once they sign you up, as they continue to build their right leg, because you're on the right, you're going to benefit from everybody that they sign up after you on the right. So you're not going to get the ones on the left. No big deal. You are going to get the ones on the right. Now, here's the big deal. It's not just them. See, a lot of times people are like, well, what's the big deal? It's 1 or 2 people or 3 people. What if I miss out on 1 or 2 people? No, if you miss out, it's not just the 1 or 2, or in this case, 3. It's anything they ever do. So let's say that over the course of the next year, somebody inside of that group of 3 that they introduced builds a team of over 1,000 people. You're going to get credit for all 1,000 of those sales. But if you don't sign up now, if you don't lock your spot in, and those people sign up ahead of you, okay, now you are on their team instead of them being on yours. Not only will you miss out on those 1,000, you'll miss out on anything those people ever do. The 3, the 1,000, plus anything that the 1,000 ever does. I mean, I saw stories in World Ventures where somebody missed out on one person. They signed up a day after someone or a day before someone, and it represented thousands of sales, not just one sale, thousands of sales by just missing out on one person, by going in after one person, or having the good thought of getting in before somebody, and then literally they benefit from everything that person ever does. I mean, think about what the potential is. And so this is the power of the binary. And so if you use the binary the right way, using the holding tank creates fear of loss. Using the right leg, left leg system of spillover creates fear of loss. But I want to talk to you about how to maximize the binary compensation plan, okay? Because a lot of times people don't understand that as you're building a binary, because it doesn't matter where you put the sale, as long as it's on the right or the left, people think, well, I'll just sign them up under so-and-so. I'll just give the sale to so-and-so. Here's very important reasoning why you don't want to give away sales. You should always place your sales on the bottom left or the bottom right. So in this example, let's say that this is you, and you already have your sponsor has signed up somebody after you. So you've already got a head start, okay, on one side. Then you start to put your people in yourself. These are your personals, the red planes. So the blue ones are from your sponsor. The red ones are from you. So in this example, you do have to put one on your right in order to be qualified. So you have to have one personal right, one personal left. But as you continue to place sales, the person above you, your sponsor, if they're actively working the business, and this is why it's important to stay engaged with your sponsor and hold them accountable and have them hold you accountable and work together. We've been talking about this all week with our mentorship group, talking about running buddies. And if you want to hear about that, I would encourage you to go back and watch the last couple of videos from our series, because it's been a very powerful concept for our members to learn about the Running Buddy system and accountability partners. And so if your sponsor is continuing to sign people up, you're going to get credit for those sales. It's the same as if you sign them up. The only thing it doesn't count for is free life and the qualification of one left, one right. But when you look at the chart and you see the left sales and the right sales, it does not matter who signed them up, or if it zigs and zags on the right, or if it zigs and zags on the left, or if one of these people quits and drops off, it does not matter. Doesn't affect you. In a lot of other compensation plans, all of those things affect you. So in this example, let's say that right here, you had 1,000 people that went in below you on your right, okay? And it came from a combination of who you put in, but primarily who your sponsor put in, because he continued or she continued to put people on your right. So now all you have to do to maximize the compensation is to put them on the left, okay? So you want to do the same thing that happened on your right on the left. The goal is to keep your right leg and left leg balanced, okay? Now, when you keep them balanced, that's where you maximize the compensation plan. Now, as you notice on here, everything is in a straight line on the right and on the left of you. You don't want to go put people underneath others. This is something that's really important to understand. The reason is because in order to build a binary, somebody has to be able to build two teams. And when you're placing somebody on the bottom right or the bottom left, you're already building one of their legs for them. Because in this example, let's say that this first plane on your left, you signed them up first. It was one of your best friends. You called them, you told them, hey, you definitely need to sign up. So this first red plane on your left, you put them in first, and then you signed up people below that person, and it grew to over 1,000 sales. Well, that person now has one leg blown out with over 1,000 sales on the left leg. So all they have to do now is put one sale on the left and then go just match it up on the right, and they're going to maximize the compensation plan because they've got a head start. That's what we call spillover. So spillover is sales that come from above you. So that first red plane on your left is getting spillover from you. Now, here's the other thing you should understand. Spillover is a blessing and it does not happen to most. I've never had spillover in my entire career. So I've never had it, didn't get it at World Ventures. I had 365,000 people on my team there. They were all lineage to me. There were a lot of other requirements in our compensation plan and things that we had to do to hit rank. And so I had to have the lineage and I had to build teams inside of teams. It was crazy. But here's the thing you need to understand. If you're the beneficiary of getting spillover, count your blessings and be excited about it, but never expect it. And if you're one of those people that's like, well, my sponsor hasn't done anything, I don't have any spillover. So what? I never had spillover. If you get it, great. If you don't, it doesn't matter. You only have to build 2 teams to make it to the top of our compensation plan. In any other network marketing company, there are so many other hoops, so many other obstacles, so many other ways for you not to hit rank, so many things that you have to do. It's like stand on one leg with a hula hoop around your waist and, have a, and then go try to, jump on one leg and then do a jump rope at the same time. It's like all of these things that they make you do because that's how the companies make more money and how they get more breakage. And our comp plan is the easiest, simplest, most lucrative I've ever seen. And I've shown this to a lot of people. And everybody always says the first question they ask is, wow, Wes, that's crazy. How can you afford to pay out so much? The reason is because our costs are fixed. And so you want to maximize the outsides, bottom left and bottom right of your binary. That's why those buttons are in the back office. When you go to Tree Viewer, you always want to put your personals on the bottom right or the bottom left. Never put them inside of anybody else. Never help somebody else by giving sales to somebody else's leg. Building one of their legs is more than gracious enough. If they can't build one leg, they don't have any business being here. You can maximize the entire comp plan with just building 2 legs, 2 teams. And so that is simple and easy. It doesn't get any easier than that. And so make sure you're always placing your sales on the bottom right and the bottom left. That's why those buttons were put there. We want you to maximize the comp plan, and we want more people to get credit for that sale. The lower it is on the bottom left, the lower it is on the bottom right, the more people get credit for that sale all the way up. That means that they're getting notifications. How many of you love getting notifications on the app? Whenever you get the little red alerts and you get the notifications, put a 7-7 in the chat if you like getting notifications of people joining your team. I mean, this is one of the things that motivates people. It's like the team is growing, the team is on fire, new sales are coming in, new members are joining, new people are ranking up. So the lower you put the sale in, the closer to the bottom you are, the more people get credit for that sale. You're seeing all the 7s in the chat. Everybody gets motivated by this. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, my phone literally goes off now around the clock, nonstop. We've got people growing outside of the US. I wake up with notifications. We had our biggest sales week ever. We're going to grow again this week. We grew by 40% week over week, which is crazy. So we put in 40% more sales this week than we did the week before. And the week before was our biggest week. So this was our biggest week in company history by 40%. That's crazy, okay? And so whenever you get the notifications, that's motivating people. So if you put them on the bottom right, everybody in that outside leg that sale went in under gets the notification. So the lower you can go down on the tree and put the person in, the more people get credit for that sale and also get the notification. So that is a massive deal for you whenever you get those notifications, is seeing them and your team seeing them and experiencing that. And by building the binary with the bottom right and the bottom left and keeping the notifications coming, you're keeping everyone motivated. All right. So massive, massive deal. I know everybody's excited about it. I love that feature. And so I want to talk to you about something that is really working inside of Denson's team. You know, Denson does a great job presenting. He's in the video that we're about to release on the sign up page. He and Tiffany did an incredible job on that. I mean, like I said, working with several other leaders, helping to make that video that we're about to release. And they're all focused on 2 who get 2. And this is crazy. You know, if we could just get people to focus on getting their 2, but here's the thing, they need to get the 2 immediately. What I love about Denson's team is that his goal is to get their 2 immediately, like in their first day, so that they literally never pay $179. That is their focus. So in this example that we show in the presentation, the red plane, you're the red plane, you get two, all right? And then if you just stopped, all right? But if everybody did the same thing, you're qualified because you have your two. Orange gets blue and yellow get purple and green get white and blue. Now you're making $800 a month residually, okay? And along the way, you hit Lifer 300, so you're getting $300, okay? And so you're making $800 a month residually, and all you did was refer to. This is happening now in a week. We have people hitting Lifer 300 in a few days. We have people hitting Lifer 800 in a couple of weeks. We have some people that have hit Lifer 1600 and now Lifer 3000 that have been part of this team that's growing and exploding by just focusing on getting two. Because literally once you have that happen 6 times, so just two who get two, 6 times, you're making $1,600 a month in residual. Once that happens just 8 times, so just 2 more iterations, that's $3,000. But here's what's crazy. When this happens 15 times, 2 who get 2, 15 times, you're making $500,000 a month residually. So it's not a matter of if, it's just a matter of when. This is why in Vegas, you will see people walk the stage for Lifer 7,500. We may even have a Lifer 15,000. Definitely going to have people hitting Lifer 15,000 right after Vegas, especially. I wish I could tell you guys about the stuff that we're going to show you in Vegas and the stuff. I mean, I've signed so many contracts, so many partnerships. We've invested more in, we've brought in more tech. We've brought in more team members to our tech team. We've brought in some, I mean, I literally, I can't even tell you all of the things that we're building and that we're working on. All I'm saying is that if you don't go to Vegas, it will be the biggest mistake in your business career you've ever made, because at that event, we are literally going to blow your minds with the things that we're going to announce. And so I know that the goal I told you guys about a few weeks ago, my personal goal for the company to be at 25,000 members by the end of the year, is done. We're trending that way. The sales are going that way. Once you see what we announce in Vegas, I mean, your mind will literally be blown. I mean, it's things that you didn't even know we were going to do, things that you didn't even know we could do. I mean, just understand that this 15 times of 2 who get 2 is going to be happening probably early next year or maybe the middle of next year. We're going to have people making $75,000 a month, $200,000 a month, and then eventually $500,000 a month. And it's not a matter of if, it's just a matter of when. Our retention is so good. Our members are staying on the books. We're going to have people that are going to be coming back during this next week, doing this reactivation campaign, getting their original spot back, locking back in, getting free life, understanding the promotions, understanding all the new stuff. You should take it upon yourself this weekend to call everybody that you personally signed up, have your team do it as well, and get everybody reactivated while they can lock in their original spot, because there might be sales happening below them that they don't even know about. They don't even know these people have signed up after them. And so locking in that original spot and not having to pay all over again is a massive advantage, and it's only going to be available for this week. Now, when you look at what the ranks are and you look at the breakdown, like I said, we're going to have people recognized for Lifer 7,500. We're going to have people close to Lifer 15,000, Lifer 30,000, or Influencer 15,000, Influencer 30,000. These ranks are coming. They will be shortly after Vegas, but I'm just telling you, you need to be focused on every meeting you do, every live event, every call you do. You need to be talking about Vegas, because here's what will happen. If you have people that commit to Vegas now, they are locked and loaded at least until May. So you've got them committed. They're not going to quit. They're not going to cancel. They're going to Vegas. You've got them locked in until May. Once you get them to Vegas, sales are going to explode, because they're going to see all of the new stuff, all of the new partnerships, all the new announcements, version 2.0 of our tech. You're going to see a full-scale tech integration combining the back office, our travel booking platform, so many new features, so much more tech, more properties. We're well over 2 million hotels and resorts, a lot of other stuff I can't even tell you about right now. But just understand, whoever you come with to Vegas, you're going to multiply times the number of people that you have in Vegas by 5 to 10 within 60 days of leaving Vegas. So I want you to understand this. If you have 5 people with you in Vegas, you will multiply your sales in 60 days after Vegas by 5 to 10. So that means that you'll put in 25 to 50 new people from the ones that are in Vegas at a bare minimum in 60 days, and it might take 30 days. So If you have 20 people with you in Vegas, okay, you'll put in 100 to 200 sales within 30 to 60 days of Vegas if you have that many people with you. So your goal should be to get everybody you can to Vegas, because these ranks will blow up fast coming out of Vegas because of how many people are going to be there, because of the energy, because of all the announcements, because of the new tech, because of all the new features in the contact manager, all the stuff we're working on, video technology, reels, all the stuff. You're literally going to be blown away. So it's all roads lead to Vegas, because these ranks, there's going to be several of them hit before Vegas, but coming out of Vegas, it's going to be life for 7,500, influencer 15,000, influencer 30,000, life for 1,600, life for 3,000, life for 3,000, life for 7,500, influencer 15,000. Right now, it's happening like once a week with these big ranks, life for 3,000, life for 1,600, couple people hitting it. It's going to be a couple people a day coming out of Vegas. It's going to be a couple people a week hitting life for 7,500 and influencer 15,000. That's what's coming out of Vegas. So all roads lead to Vegas to have the impact of this compensation plan, binary growth, sales notifications, a tech company that's going to be announcing so many things. So what should your focus be? Your focus should be getting to life for 300. If you're not already life for 300, you could do it yourself. If you do it yourself and you put in 10 personals, you're going to have $1,000 in travel dollars, which basically will pay for your entire trip to Vegas. So it'll pay for your hotel. It'll pay for your ticket to the event. It'll pay for your ticket to the golf. It'll pay for your ticket to the pool party. And you're making $300 a month residually, which is the first level of residual. So having everybody focused on getting 10 to win, because if you earn $1,000 in free travel and travel dollars, everybody that gets this travel dollar money that gets their 10 should use it to pay for Vegas. So use this get 10 to win as a total Vegas mindset, a total Vegas focus. If people have travel dollars in their account, you need to get them to use the travel dollars to book their tickets to the event and to book their hotel in Vegas. Okay, very important. They can book that room this week. They can book it on Tuesday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then they can get reimbursed on Friday. So for those of you that have travel dollars, get your Vegas rooms booked, get your Vegas tickets bought. And for those of you that don't, get your 10 to win, hit life for 300 and book Vegas, because I'm telling you, all roads are leading to Vegas. We're growing every week right now, 40% week over week. It's going to happen again this week. I promise you, this week will be the biggest week we've ever had. Wait until you see the announcements that we have tomorrow night. Wait until you see the new video. Wait until everybody hears about the reactivation campaign. We're going to put in so many sales this week. It's going to be our biggest week in history, followed by the last 2 weeks have been our biggest week in history. These are early stages of concentration where we're really starting to get growth in some markets and starting to get really fast momentum growing in some of these areas. And so I would encourage you to get everybody to go watch this training that has not already watched it, so they're clear on where the Free Life program is, how it works, how the reimbursement for travel dollars works, all these things that we talked about today. Very important information. This will be a shorter version and a new compensation plan video that I just recorded that you will have access to this week. And so all of that will go live this week, tomorrow night, with the announcements of the reactivation campaign, our other new major announcement, a brand new video, a brand new presentation. So lots of exciting things happening this week. So thank you so much for being on here today. We'll see you back here tomorrow night. Make sure you come back to brightlifenews.com, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, to get all of these exciting announcements, to get the skinny on all of the new videos and everything that we're putting out this week. We're going to cover it all tomorrow night. And we're also going to be doing some major recognition. We had some serious rank ups this week. And so we're going to be recognizing all of those people tomorrow night. So get your whole team on there, get them around the buzz, get them around the energy, get them around the excitement. And you guys use this weekend to invite people to Sunday night. It's going to be a brand new presentation. We've got some new stuff that we're working on with Well Life as well that you're going to hear in Vegas. But we've got some incredible stuff that we've added into the presentation along with this new video that you're going to see as well. So big stuff happening. Congrats again on the massive sales week. Congrats to everybody who ranked up. We're going to recognize you in front of the entire company tomorrow night. So looking forward to seeing everybody at 7 o'clock Central, 8 o'clock Eastern tomorrow night. You guys have a safe weekend, great weekend. Recruit, 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 invite, invite, invite. And we'll see you guys tomorrow night. God bless.